It's like, is this the right path for the team, for the company, or whatever the situation is? And it can be really overwhelming. And I learned a lot of how to do great exec reviews from my time at Facebook, from Zuck and from Andrew Bosworth. Andrew Bosworth, Boss, has some great posts on his site, boss.com, about how to do reviews. And
I'm trying to get him on this podcast, by the way.
Oh, that's
great,
awesome. He's great.
He's fantastic. Let me know when you have him. I have some questions. I
Okay,
want to
great.
get you to ask him. But Boss had a few ways of thinking. First of all, let's start with Zuck. I think I loved about Zuck's exec reviews was that it was clear when you walked in the room that you are talking to one of the most powerful people on the planet, right? But what he did, which not a lot of other people in his position do, is he would tell you what the rules of engagement were for every meeting or every session. He'd be like, look, I'm going to give you a spectrum of how much I care about this topic. Everything from I don't care, I don't know why you're talking to me, to I kind of care a little. I kind of care, so I'm happy you're getting this update. To I really want you to do this, but you know what? If you overrule me, that's fine. All the way to like, I'm the founder, I'm the CEO, just do this, right? But he will make it clear where he stood on the spectrum. The second thing he would make clear is why he believed the things he did. Like, for example, the very first time I pitched him on what is the Facebook Audience Network, and which grew into like probably one of the largest ad networks on mobile. He had all these sort of ideas. He was like, well, he was like, we shouldn't do an ad network because, and he had all these opinions on, well, mobile ads look terrible, they are spammy, X, Y, and Z. But he was really good at articulating those to you and also saying like, well, if you can prove me wrong on these legs of my logic tree, I will let you overrule me unless, I have a strong opinion. So you could, when you walk in a meeting, you're like, well, I know the framework. I know what the dance is to convince him, or maybe there's no shot of convincing him, and that's fine. Now, he's a CEO, and that's fine too. So I really learned so it's so important to clarify for your team the framework you're operating in with you, and it's also maybe a clarifying function for yourself. So how do you actually feel about this, and why do you feel that way? That's number one. The second part of it is inside a meeting is there's a few things I think you need to do, which is like clarify what kind of meeting is it, right? Is it just an update? Great, we're just going to get an update. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to applaud you for a job well done. I'm going to send you on your way. Or is it a decision? In which case, what are the pros, cons, etc. There are some real big failure modes where one kind of meeting slides into another kind of meeting where somebody's like, why are we doing that? Is that a thing? And then somebody else starts piling on, and people are like, oh gosh, like we shouldn't have brought this topic at all. And it's everyone listening to this has probably been to one of those meetings. There's also something else which teams sometimes like to do, which is they'll be like, hey, we have a hard problem, we don't know what to do. And they'll be like, they're trying to kind of push the responsibility of the decision from them to you, which may be fine. But if you want to be like, yeah, you should be like, hey, are you saying that you can't make up your mind and you want me to make up your mind for you? You want to be very explicit, right? Because often I've seen this when there are hard decisions, teams are like, the exec feels strongly, we don't want to know what to do, and they kind of want to push the accountability to you, and you have to watch out for that a lot. There are a lot of hygiene things we think are very important. For example, send out a pre-read before, make sure it's the right kind of people, the right people in the room, not everybody, but not missing out key people. Make sure you're paying complete attention, make sure everyone gets a chance to talk, which by the way, I was really bad at. And those things go a really long way. Oh, and one final thing, have a regular rhythm to those. So you're doing this like every month, etc. What I hate, I stole this line from Gokul Rajaram, is the phrase hero meetings, right? All of us have been this, right? Which is like, there's a big thing, there's a big review, it's probably a go, no go, maybe it's career limiting.